Hello. So today we are going to do some case set questions of maths which are very important from examination point of view. All these are multiple choice questions. Let us look at the first question. This is question number 1. In question number 1, you can see that you are given f of x equal to sine inverse of 2 power x plus 1 by 1 plus 4 power x. But then you have to find f prime of 0. If I take this function directly and find the derivative, it will be very difficult because it is a complicated function. So first I will modify the function. I'll change the function. How? I'll write sine inverse 2 power x plus 1. I will write 2 power x into 2 power 1. Denominator 1 plus 4 power x. I will write 2 power x whole square. Now, as soon as we see this, we remember a formula. Let me write that formula. The formula is 2 tan theta by 1 plus tan square theta can be written as sine 2 theta. As soon as I see, I remember that because we have 2 tan theta by 1 plus tan square theta. So with this, I get an idea. That is, I will put 2 power x as tan theta. Then the question changes to sine inverse. I'll write 2, but instead of 2 power x, I will write tan theta by 1 plus, again instead of 2 power x, I will write tan theta, which is squared, tan square theta. Now I can write this formula 2 tan theta by 1 plus tan square theta, as I told you, as sine 2 theta. And when you have sine inverse and sine, you can directly write 2 theta. But now 2 theta. How to write theta? Already here I have taken 2 power x equal to tan theta. So from this, theta will be tan inverse 2 power x. In place of theta, I will use this. So I'm writing theta as tan inverse 2 power x. So in this way, I have modified the function and I made it easy so that we can find the derivative of the function very easily. So 2 is a constant. I will write same. Now here I will be using tan inverse u derivative. The formula tan inverse u derivative is 1 by 1 plus u square into u's derivative. This formula we will use now. So I'm imagining this as u. 2 power x I'm imagining as u. So I have tan inverse u derivative as 1 over 1 plus u is 2 power x whole square. And derivative of u. What is the derivative of 2 power x? For that I have another formula. 2 power x derivative is 2 power x log of 2. So this I have to write over here. I have to multiply 2 power x log of 2. So I wrote 1 by 1 plus u square into u's derivative. But after finding f prime, the question is asking f prime of 0. So put x as 0. 2 into 2 power 0 log of 2 by 1 plus 2 power 0 whole square. So that will be 2 into 2 power 0 is 1 log of 2 by 1 plus 2 power 0 is again 1. So 1 square becomes 1. And then you have 2 log 2 by 2. You can cancel 2 and the final answer will be log 2, which you can see in option D. You can go for option D. So actually this is shortcut method and easiest method. Like this, I will be telling you whenever necessary a few shortcut methods for each question as we have done here. Okay, let us go to the next question now. This is question number 2. In question number 2, you are given x as a secant square theta, y as a tan square theta. You have to find d square y by dx square. That means the second derivative you have to find. So in order to find the second derivative, first of all, we have to combine these two equations and make a single equation where you must have y equal to. So y equal to, already we know it is tan square theta. But then if I want to combine, I have to write tan square theta formula, which is secant square theta minus 1. So what's the formula I have used here? I have used tan square theta is secant square theta minus 1. This is the formula which has been used. Okay, then I can write y as a secant square theta minus a when I multiply a. Why did I do all these? Because in place of a secant square theta, I can use x and then minus a. So here I have combined both the equations. I got a simple single equation whose derivative I can find very easily. Derivative of x is 1 minus derivative of a, which is a constant, is 0. So I got the first derivative as 1. When I find the second derivative, because the question is asking me to find the second derivative. When I find the second derivative, derivative of 1, which is a constant, is 0. So my final answer will be 0. We can go to option A. When you find the first derivative, you get 1. When you find the second derivative, you get 0. That's why we are choosing option A. I hope it's clear. We can go to the third question. Let us see what question number 3 is asking. If alpha and beta are the roots of the equation x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0, your work is to find alpha square plus beta square. What will you get? One of these options. So I will take the quadratic equation x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0. In this quadratic equation, a, the coefficient of x square, is 1. B, the coefficient of x is 1. And C, the constant, is 1. Because this equation is looking like ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. It's looking like a quadratic equation. So I have taken a as 1, b as 1, and c as 1. Now, why did I take a, b, c? Because as alpha and beta are the roots, the sum of the roots, you know, the formula is minus b by a. And product of the roots is c by a. So minus b is 1, a is 1. Sum of the roots, I get minus 1. And product of the roots, c is 1, a is 1. So product of the roots is 1. But then, why did I find alpha plus beta and alpha beta? Because my work is to find alpha square plus beta square. In algebra, there is a formula, and that is alpha square plus beta square is alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. This is the formula we are going to take to find alpha square plus beta square. Alpha plus beta, we found it is minus 1 square minus 2 into alpha beta, we found it is 1. So minus 1 square will be 1 minus 2. The final answer, minus 1. In this way, alpha square plus beta square answer we got minus 1, which is option C. It's very simple. Whatever we have learnt in algebra, that we are using it.